Listen very carefully. Do not compliment a girl within at least 24 hours after meeting her or matching with her. But how is she gonna know that I like her? She knows. She knows. You swiped right on her, right? Or approached her and asked for her number at the coffee shop, flirted with her. She knows. Because if you want to win a girl over, and believe you me, there's always competition. If you found a good girl, the only way to win is to be different. And by that, I mean better. So if you're going to do the same simpy thing, which is giving compliments, attention, and money a lot of times to a girl, you will always be put in the same bucket with the rest of the simps. It's kind of like when you're going fishing, right? There's one bucket for this one big fish you're going to catch and feed the family with. And there's another bucket for the dog, right? For all the little fish and crawdads just got caught in your net. And you don't want to end up in that dog bucket because you can never out-simp the other simps. Somebody will always offer more money to this girl or more attention or more compliments. You will always lose. So don't do what all of those dudes, simps, are doing, and it usually starts with a compliment. Why do you even have to give a compliment? Think about it. What's the point? Because listen, compliments are cheap. Anybody can give out compliments left and right. You have to offer her something that is more of a value. For example, a good conversation. Impress her with your look, with your style. Challenge her. Here's my favorite story. When I lived in America, in Oakland, California, and I remember I was sitting at the restaurant. It was kind of like a lounge, I guess, and there was a really cute girl on the table next to me. But she pulled up a chair to a table of two, so she was the third one. So she was on everyone's way. Everybody had to squeeze in between her and the next table. So I waited until one of the waitresses was really having a hard time squeezing in, and I just turned to her and I said, "Wow. Today you're just on everyone's way, aren't you?" And she was like, she was on everyone's way. That, there was no way to argue with that. But I guarantee you that it's been a while since anybody challenged her and approached her this way, if not ever, because every guy comes over and goes, "Well, can I buy you a drink? Can I give you some money so you can talk to me?" Or, "You're so beautiful." Well, she's never heard that before, right? And you know what? We ended up having a pretty good conversation because also she wasn't one of those princesses that need all of the compliments just to start a conversation with her. She actually appreciated a very much a human approach. And that's how you should have your very first conversation, just as a fucking human being. Don't put her on a pedestal when you're talking to her, but have a conversation as a fellow human being. And that is how you start a good relationship. And of course, don't forget, flirting is a must. And by the way, this strategy is absolutely the same whether you're in America or in Thailand like I am. But I gotta tell you, there are pretty much no women in America who are like that anymore. Every single Western girl not only has pretty much nothing to offer, but is no longer within the reach of a regular guy who just wants to have a wife. You have to simp, you have to throw money at her, and a lot of times that's not even enough. Listen, gentlemen, honestly, I just cannot imagine anybody at this point getting a real wife material girl in America or in a European country anymore. Your best bet, if you still want to get married to a traditional girl, you have to leave. You have to get the fuck out of there. Come to either here, Southeast Asia, South America, even Africa, where I'm going next month actually, and I will report what the dating scene is like over there. I'm looking forward to that. And I will help you because it is a very, very difficult journey. Just go to themillionmanproject.com and I have outlined every single step of the way that you need to take to get here, to prepare yourself, which is very important, and essentially be happier than ever.